So how do you really land your first paralegal position? How do you nail down that paralegal job? Well, let's look at some of the different routes that you can take. You can take the non-traditional route of just coming from one job and going to the next, a career shift, going from, for instance, working as a restaurant server, working in a convenience store as a clerk at the register, working in a local grocery store as a cashier. Perhaps you've worked as a nurse, a teacher in a professional job that required a degree, and now you're wanting to make a change, a career shift. It doesn't matter what area you've come from, all of it will be valuable to people who are already the lawyers who are employed in the legal field. They love diversity in their law firm. They love people coming in from all walks of life, and it doesn't matter what route you've taken. If your state allows you to come in and they don't require, through their regulations, their paralegal regulations, they don't require that you have a degree or a certificate or be certified, then you can enter into this field from in a very, what we would say, non-traditional way. A traditional route would be go to school, get your 2-year degree, then go through an organization to get certified or get a certificate, a paralegal certificate, if your state allows this, through their regulations, and enter the job market that way. The other route that goes along with this is everybody coming in has zero experience. This is the zero experience route, which everybody has to travel. And so you might think that everybody coming in, or a lot of people, have experience already. They do not. All of us entered in with zero experience, so you're in good company. Let's talk about some of the skills that you need. Now, one of the skills, of course, would be typing and knowing how to file, and really that takes knowing the alphabet. Okay, when you get into your first legal position, you will learn how to file on the job. You'll learn how to file hard copies of documents properly. Okay, but here are some of the skills that you must have besides that. You must be organized. You will be relied on your organizational skills. Your attorney will rely on you heavily for your organization, your attention to detail, your communication skills, whether it be in person, through email, your initiative, which really means problem solving. We are known to be problem solvers. We are also known as paralegals to be major detectives. We will find the answer no matter what. We also gather a lot of information. That goes along with attention to detail. We keep track of everything, the deadlines, the calendar. We keep track of that. So these are the skills that so much of learning about the calendar and the deadlines you'll pick up on the job. And so I don't want you to think that because you're coming from a different type of career also, that you won't be able to land a position in the legal field. You will be able to. It takes a belief in yourself, a belief that you can do this, and that you will be successful at it. You have to give yourself time to also learn on the job once you land the job. The thing is, how do you land the job? Well, I didn't want you to think that you're not even considered because you're coming in from a different type of work, that perhaps, like myself, when I entered in, I couldn't afford school. I couldn't afford to, well, there wasn't even a certificate offered then, but there were 2-year degrees offered, and I couldn't afford to do that, but I wanted to break in, and I did. People are still breaking in that way today, without school or with school, without certification or with it, dependent totally on what the state allows that you live in. So for instance, in Tennessee, it's not mandatory that you be certified, that you have a 2-year degree or a certificate. In California, you have to have either a degree or a certificate, and they're very specific about which one you get. So you have to research that. But when you go to Google and look up paralegal regulations for the state of, and put your state in there, or put in paralegal regulations by state, you will find out a lot of information there, and you will find out that most states, aside from California, do not require what I just said, certification, which is different than having a certificate. Being certified is not the same as having a certificate. Being certified is having requirements set out by an organization that certifies you, and then you have to take a course through them and become officially certified. A certificate is something totally different. Doesn't mean when you get a certificate from an organization, a paralegal university, through their program, that you will have something saying that you are certified. No, you will have a paper certificate. Totally different, okay? So remember that. Don't exclude yourself from this great career. It's important. If you are being pulled to this career, you feel led to be part of this, go for it. And be sure to not only like and subscribe this video, but I want to give you free training, some basic training, that if you will put the word START under this video, today I will send you a link to a free paralegal PDF and a 2-part video series, as well as a second link to the Paralegal Resource Hub on my platform, totally free, both of these, where you can take third-party Microsoft Word training. It's not taught by me, but it is there for you, and you should know advanced skills in Microsoft Word, and this will help you. So put the word START in the comments section. I hope this video was helpful to you, and that I see you in the paralegal career.